Alright, so we came out here to check on the kale and the mustard greens that we just kind of threw down on the ground just to see what we had, and also on the clover. And at first I was very disappointed because this has been 2 weeks, so we should have a lot of growth. Well, actually, when you look close, we're not doing as bad as I thought. So it's not quite as good, but it's actually not bad either. Let me find a couple of them. So if you look really closely, all right, here's one right here. So there's a baby, there's a baby, there's a baby right there, there's another baby right there. So when you look close, they are actually coming up. So I was really shocked because we had a hard time growing last year. And when you come over here and take a good look, at first you don't see anything, but when you start looking, those are the baby seeds. I know that they're the baby seeds because there was actually still a couple little pieces of the seed attached to a few of them. And like, if you really look closely, I mean, they're everywhere. So, like I said, now this is the kale over here. Even like down here, you can see the little babies. So there's a little baby right there. So the more you look, the more you see them. So we're just going to let them kind of do their thing. We're going to let the deer eat them, and whatever comes up and does good, there's a couple of them right there. We're going to let either the pigs eat them. If the kale does good, we'll eat some of them. See a little baby right there. I mean, so they are coming up. Now, I just went over where the clover was. You can see right over there, a whole bunch of them right all in that area. So they are coming up. I'm kind of excited because we had such a hard time last year. Kind of finding the low spots, the high spots, where the deer are gonna eat our garden. So it's kind of a learning curve. Plus we had to mow everything, get everything kind of situated. So we do have kale coming up right here. We did mustard greens further up, so we're gonna go back up that way and see if anything's coming up. But where we did the clover was further back over there, and so far nothing. So we'll give that another week and see how it does. So let's go see if we can find any mustard greens. All right, so I circled back around before I went over to look for the mustard greens, and there is just a whole bunch of them coming up. Now I just kind of chucked them down just to see what kind of would come up. I mean, there's like a bunch of them right there. There's a couple of them right over there. So this little area right here, because we were a little bit concerned that the property was a little bit like more alkaline than most of the plants like. So a lot of people said when we asked them about here, they said, oh yeah, throw down a bunch of lime and then, you know, do your thing with your seeds. And when we checked it with a little meter, it said it was actually on the alkaline side. So we got some babies up in here. So they are coming up. I'm kind of excited, and can't wait to see these in another couple weeks and just see what they do. Of course, the deer might eat them all. It's okay. Whatever comes up, and whatever doesn't, I'm sure the deer got a good snack. Hopefully some does make it and we get to enjoy some of the kale. And if not, if there's too much, the pigs will enjoy it. We got our coonies coming up here this week, and kind of can't wait to get that done. We got to build a little cage for them and stuff like that. But yep, kind of seeing them. These are definitely the kales over here. We also put down some mustard greens, so we're going to go check on them next. And like I said, I know that these are the seeds I put down because if you look closely, you can see the little on the side of the actual seed. So that's definitely what we planted. Pretty neat. There you go, one right there. Like I said, I can't find any of the clover though. I actually planted all the clover in the back section right there where we wouldn't be mowing. And so far, nothing. But we'll give it another couple weeks. Let's go see if we can find some mustard greens. All right, on a little bit of a side note, this is actually kind of the entrance where we're going to be doing the coonies. So it's nice and high. It's dry, even with all the rain we've had. So everything's pretty good in here. Just going to kind of mow the outer area where we're going to put the electric fence. And I'm going to let the pigs eat all this. So I'm not even really going to mow it, but it's just of a nice little area that we can just kind of, you know, square it off, put our little portable electric fence, the mesh fence, and get it in here and get them going. So it's plenty of stuff for them to eat. And the great thing about the little temporary electric fence, we can kind of scoot it over and let them just kind of, you know, eat everything. So, but we did plant some mustard greens right back over there, kind of out of the way, just to see how it does. And I mean, this is a nice little opening right here. Probably at first we're just going to do a small pen. We have to put regular electric fence on the outside and then put the little mesh electric fence on the inside to help protect the pigs. We do have you know, coyotes out here. We just got our first bobcat on a trail cam, so we know they're out here. And plus there's some wild dogs, so we got to do everything we can to protect our livestock. So anyways, it's just so gorgeous out here. But they'll eat all this. It's all good. We'll mow right where the fence is going to go. So let's go see if we can find some mustard greens. So peaceful out here. We've had torrential downpours, and as dry as this is, I feel like the little coonies will do good in here. I might even use some of these pines and put the little isolators out here to pretty much run the wire fencing and put the solar charger out here, so that way kind of gives an outer perimeter to kind of keep the coyotes, and we do have a little bear that runs around sometimes, and the bobcats at bay a little bit, although bobcat can pretty much just leap right on over like it's nothing. So we're going to kind of just play it by ear and see how that is. Probably going to set a trail cam right there that does an instant upload in case something's going on. Even thinking about getting one of the Keen cameras, because I can talk on it, so I can check it out. Alright, let's get over here. So we threw down the mustard greens right over here on this edge. Let's see if we can find anything. Well, I don't really see any mustard greens coming up yet, so we'll give these another week or so, see if anything comes up. Like I said, we've had some very cold days, and then we've had torrential downpours right after that, so yes, kind of expect to see something, but I don't really see anything. Anyways, let's get back to have a lot of cutting to do and get the track hoe out so we can start on the ditch for the final entrance to the property. Anyways, let me go get started on that.